That's my
Yeah,
boy right there.
yeah, my man in Jamaica. Make sure we get the YouTube down there. Here go mom talking about we old because I was up there sleeping on a couch. Good grief, y'all. Happy Thanksgiving. Now listen, everybody, if you got pictures of your plate,
Right.
you got pictures of your plate, why don't you send me the picture? Or you just what are we telling them to send it to? Paul, put in the it's better if you put in my actually I'm gonna use my regular email. I'm gonna put ministergram@mac.com. Y'all hit me there. Let me just see your plates. See your plates today, and I'm gonna show it up on here, your plates. Hit me
There
at
you go. Got it.
ministergram@mac.com.
There
Yep.
you go right there. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mom said we oh what's up, Don? Live from New York. Live
Yes,
from New
man.
York.
Yes, man. I didn't know Shay Shay is
New
from.
York.
I didn't know she was from what do you call the church? The Mount of Olives.
Yeah, I didn't know either. From Mount of Olives.
Wow.
And then
So
Nyoka.
somebody is in Downer. I see he's in Georgia today. Yo, beautiful weather in Georgia today. It says it's gonna be a little bit cold tomorrow, but I'm good, man. So is did anybody go away for Thanksgiving? Did anybody go away for Thanksgiving? If you went away for Thanksgiving, just tell us where you're from. Where did you go for Thanksgiving? I'm telling you, I'm in Georgia. Boom, 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 boom. You know. So Carolyn, you didn't take a picture of your plate, but what did you eat today? Tell us what you ate.
What do you mean what they ate? Everybody's eating a turkey.
Yo, wait a second. Did he start his nonsense already?
What's that?
Happy post South Georgia Convictions Day.
He must have seen the run sheet. Jeff was in our meeting. He must have seen the run sheet.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Oh, Yanni's in San Diego.
There you go. Didn't even invite me.
Yep, she's in San Diego.
Call her by her name for her.
All right. So for those who don't know, our new guy Quine, we're gonna call him Quine.
That's what we call him. He didn't see the last show. That's why
he didn't see the last show, so he don't know. So he hit me up, man. So I'm gonna be preaching at his church on Saturday.
Yo, I'm mad at Quine, right? Because I invited him on my show, right? So you think before anything, G, good, solid, whatever. Quine ain't saying nothing. Quine going fight. What?
Before you do that, Ali and his family came over. We ate together, so he about to leave. I need to get him on real quick.
Oh, go get him. Tell him to come down.
He's coming right here. Come on,
tell him to come down with his beard, with that nice beard he got.
No, what you need is because he about to be on.
What you say?
Kicking over lights.
He said he's kicking over lights. He can hear.
What's good, fellas?
What's up, player?
Man, you look like one of the M&M's guys.
I'm trying to be like you. Isn't that what they say? That's like I heard that's like the hater / hello.
I'm gonna ask a straight question. After all the eating that your wives has kicked out, what is the thing that you suggest that all men should do other than sleep? I'm giving you a layup on this one, bro.
Listen,
so you better go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna try to be respectful because I don't know who's watching, who ain't watching. Sexual activity burns a good amount of calories. It'll allow you to get that piece of pie 2 hours from now.
We grown. We can handle it. We grown.
Everybody in the grid is over 50, and we're gonna say sleep, and we just said everything but sleep.
And Carolyn said brap brap.
Marcina, hint. Come on.
Yeah, real quick, because he's about to jet out. Say something about the book and what you're doing.
Yeah.
Oh, man, listen.
That, right.
Yeah, Overcoming the Man Loss for the Man Who Wants to Be His Best Despite What He Was Taught. Just my journey of self-discovery in 8 areas that I feel like as human beings we all grapple with, but especially as men: leadership, mental stamina, respect, faith, altruism, authenticity.
Wow.
Those are some areas that I grappled with, and so I'm sharing my journey of self-discovery in those
your elevator pitch is flawless.
Man, I've been
Your
saying,
your
I've been saying it for the
elevator,
last 10 months.
your elevator pitch is flawless. You didn't even. There was no comma in what you
Nah.
were just saying, bro.
Paul, put in there.
And the key word is grapple.
My mother, hey, check it out. My mother said y'all are old, including Oliver.
I'm old. I am. Happy Thanksgiving, Mom.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
over there.
There you
Sure.
go. Pat, what does Oliver have in his hand?
It's towel.
I don't go nowhere without this, bro. Nowhere. Matter of fact, I'm about to get in January. I'm about to get them printed
with your
Denali
logo.
on it.
Oh,
Yeah.
with Denali on it. Oh, good
'Cause I
grief.
don't go nowhere without it, so I might as well rep myself.
You said my husband Tracy has Oliver's book. It's a blessing.
Oh man, thank you, Marcina.
Awesome.
Thank you for that.
Don't you do so put it where do we get it from? Where do we get it from?
Denali.org/shop.
Denali, Paul, Denali.org.
Yo, Ollie hooked me up with.
That's
Slash.
if you want to get it from me directly. If you want to get it from Amazon, just search it on Amazon. It's on Amazon.
Nah, we don't get it from you.
We get it from you, man.
Hey,
We
shameless plug. I don't have it on right now, but the 2020 Before Hindsight shirt is going on sale tomorrow for Black Friday. So grab that.
Still at Denali.org, right? Shop.
Well, that's somewhere else.
Okay.
But I'll
Yeah. That's the soul joint. The soul joint that you told me about.
Yeah, when I get in the car, I'll put it in chat.
Put it in chat. And you have pictures of it? A picture of it?
Yeah. Can we send it to you?
When you get in the car, just send it to me and I'll put it up. All right.
So wait. So Ollie,
Yes, sir.
Ollie, can you hear me?
Yeah.
So you going home to sleep?
No, sir. No,
Just
sir.
checking.
No,
we
sir.
don't want you to.
Matter of fact, before we left to come here,
Yes.
Oh,
we
praise God. Amen.
we established what the after dinner activity was going to be.
I understand. Well, listen, it's Thanksgiving, so give thanks and give it all you got.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We about the turkey trot. Peace.
Remember to hit me in the car. Oh,
All right,
Hey, Pat,
All right.
I sent you a plate of Vernon's joint.
I think you did. Where did you send it? Where did you send it to?
I texted it to
Hit
you.
me in the car, man. Let me put this thing up.
Throw up Vernon's joint up there.
Did you
Vernon's-
text it to me or?
Yeah.
Hey, listen, everybody. We know that some of you you're on. Man, I can't even talk, Pat. Man, I'm so I'm rolling over here with all this food on me. Oh, I gotta tell y'all, I ate ham today, man. It was an accident.
Was it good?
It was amazing.
Pork is the best meat that
It's-
you can have, bro.
it's-
Yo, unbelievable.
it's
It was an accident, but now I can see how people be like, "Yo, this thing is amazing."
Sweet meat.
Sweet meat, man. You know, I mean, I didn't go back for seconds, but you know, it was good.
They're gonna throw you out the ministry for that.
Yo, listen, man. There's so many other reasons I can get thrown out the ministry. You can't throw me out the ministry for an accident. All right, dude.
Marcina says release a new T-shirt designed at. Just send us the link. Send us the link and put the link out there. Just
See,
send
look
the link.
at Weshner said it's the sweetest meat.
Yo, I ain't playing around with it. Y'all talk about something else. I ain't playing around with it.
Listen, man. You're not supposed to be consuming those things, man. Yo, but the other day, I went to this restaurant, man, and they had fake shrimp, vegetarian shrimp.
Yeah.
Like curried shrimp, but it was fake.
Well, man, say ham mercy.
So everybody, when you get a chance, just share this with someone. We're just spending a little time with you during our during Thanksgiving, after the after mints. That's
Yeah,
what
after
we call
mints.
this, the after mints, man. No, Hannah, no, I didn't eat the whole thing. I did not eat the whole thing. No.
Gee,
No,
do me a favor. Send me that picture of Vernon's thing. Vernon's
Check
thing.
your text message in the group chat.
Why is mom posting old sermons from when we were in high school? Payday someday. Oh
Gee.
my goodness.
Yeah, Pat.
Yeah, just send me the picture of his meal, or he can send it straight to me.
No, I
Well,
want me
it's
to-
in the text, man. It's in the text.
I don't see it. I don't see it. Hold on. Let me check
I
again.
want to thank.
I got it, Gary. I got it.
Hey Pat, I want to thank Wegner that he has reminded me that the Lord has winked at my ignorance, so I'm good.
Yeah, but you shouldn't have taken the second bite out of it. Once you
I
taste
think-
that
I
first
didn't take a second bite. I did not even take a second bite. You know what I'm
bite real
saying?
quick. That's Vern's right there.
Yeah. Go up on the full
Ah,
screen right there. The full
See it
screen.
there?
that's nice. That looked
Right.
like
Now Vern made that.
Yeah, he's like that, man. I
Yeah.
know he's like that.
There's another one
Hold
behind
on,
that.
I'm checking it now. I'm gonna
No, pull it
I'm
down.
checking it now. Hold on. All right, so Vern is in the chat. He could tell us what this is.
Vern
what is
don't,
it?
Vern don't talk.
Hold up.
much.
Let me do this. Let me do this. Hold up.
Yeah, I see it. Okay, I see it. That looks pretty good. I'm looking at the wine in the back though. I'm trying to figure out is that
That's legit.
yeah.
That's
Is that
legit.
real wine in the back?
No, Vern don't drink
Let's
wine
check it
like that. Yeah.
Oh, he don't. Okay, I'm gonna check his next thing. Hold on, let me see what his next thing is. Hold on. Let's take a look at it.
That's the layout.
Okay, that turkey looked like it's been sunburned.
And Vern is
Ooh,
good.
look at
Vern is good at
that.
that. All right.
So
That
Gary, is that what you had today?
Pretty much. We were on the low end, on the light end. No cook. Big.
Yeah, that rotisserie. Oh, he said it's rotisserie turkey.
Yeah.
Is it real?
Yeah. What?
My man said that joint is beyond done. That's done.
That joint is dark skin.
Done, man.
So we're gonna have to one of our live shows. We're gonna eat and do a live show. Vern got space at the house.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Vern's a great cook.
But wonder
Excellent.
what that Martinelli's wine that was supposed to be at Gary's wedding, and they put the real joint out at Gary's wedding.
You know that.
I remember that they put the real joint out.
Yeah.
Yo, Pat, I want to hear you preach a sermon called "Assignment Understood," or "He understood the assignment."
I just did one. I did it for a funeral. I did one.
Are you serious?
That just passed. Sherwin's mother.
Yo, P, why you crying, man? Why you crying?
No, man, this is
You could tell me. You could tell me that the food was that good, bro.
this is the what you call it? This is that kind of meal. It's that kind of meal that make you sleepy, make you start tearing.
I'm not sleepy. I control that now.
Okay, so somebody asked, is there no show tomorrow?
See,
No,
this guy's in our run sheet, man.
yeah, there's a show tomorrow. You don't worry about it. We're not gonna be on here long, man. We just chilling tonight. Trying to figure out what everybody's doing. Actually, I want to catch some things real quick while we all online.
Sure. Do that.
Come on, y'all. Talk to me about the verdict. You know what I put up on Facebook. I put up on Facebook when that lady was talking about this dude's toes. That bothered me. That bothered me.
But
I didn't even understand it until you said it, Pat.
Yo, it was in her closing arguments.
Yeah, it was.
It was in her closing arguments. Like what she was doing, she was like pulling out all the stops, anything that she could pull up. She tried to make him look like a runaway slave in shorts. How could he be running with overgrown toenails?
Wow. The people
Come on,
who
man.
killed him didn't know that. That's from the autopsy report.
That's right.
Yo,
So
let me be clear about this. I was watching CNN and one of the sisters said on there that the reason why they killed him is because he didn't listen to them.
That's
simple. They called out to him like a child,
That's
and
right.
he didn't turn around to them. He didn't dignify them.
Right.
Well, these are some of the things that we have to teach our sons so you don't die.
Gary, listen to me.
So,
My son will be 25. My middle son is going to be 25 next week.
right.
And even
which son, Pat?
My middle son, even though I understand what him being like, yo, you can't be holding me up. I will tell my child right now, somebody stop you, stop. I'd rather you living and go through the humility
Mhm.
than to have your chest blown out by these three dudes that just didn't want you in their
neighborhood.
This is crazy, man.
In their neighborhood. Unbelievable.
Crazy.
Yo, Pat, they followed him for 5 minutes.
I can't even run for 5 minutes.
Dig that.
5 minutes.
So then somebody catches up to you after running for 5 minutes, and you have the strength to
ward them off.
No. To beat all three of them down,
That's right.
and you're in self-defense mode after you run down somebody. Not this time you talk about color. You run down somebody for 5 minutes. He's out of breath, and you're in a van. And
Hold on, G.
find
You sitting in a baby seat. You didn't even take the time. You wanted to rush so quick to get down there that you sitting in your baby seat to get down there. Yo, you gotta see the intricacies of these. Those 11 white people could not sit there and say there's anything for them to be free on. They
Come on,
this dude, yo.
They hunted him, and let me tell you something. And the excuse of stuff has been missing in the abandoned buildings or whatever. It's not even your building.
That's right.
It's not your building.
That remind me of Rittenhouse, even though Rittenhouse made it through because of technicalities and all that. The law saved him. The actual justice saved Rittenhouse. But this situation right here, come on, man.
It's two the same thing, because Pat, the police and the DA did not convict anybody for like 70 something days, right? And on the other side of that, let me tie this all together. On the other side of that, Rittenhouse, who had no money, had people pour money into his
into his fund.
But catch this, right? The cat who ran over the people in the parade, they had a GoFundMe page and they pulled it down.
That's right. Up in Charlottesville.
No.
I'm talking about Wisconsin.
Right.
Sorry, Wisconsin.
As wrong as he is, right?
He has the right to solicit.
Right. So the GoFundMe page put it down, but so I'm just saying, you gotta, and I was just talking to Nilsa about that, some people gets people to pay for the defense or whatever. Those three men were out for 78 days, and he thought he was doing the right thing by turning in the tape to say that he was right. And here's the sad thing about it. He really thought he was okay. He was right.
Right. So you thought he was right.
And then the police came and babied him, did not put handcuffs on him.
In the McDonald's, right? Or something like that.
No. I'm talking about.
That's the guy from South Carolina.
No.
They took the Burger King.
No, they did that. No. They did that to
Rittenhouse.
Follow the bouncing ball.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
When the guy who killed Ahmaud, the police came to them.
Right.
The police just sat down there. Okay, it's fine. His hands was all bloody.
Oh yes.
And they didn't do that. So, when criminal activity happens with certain people, it is not
different. Right.
It's treated different.
Right.
So
Carolyn is talking about when she first moved to Florida, a cop going in the opposite direction made eye contact. When I saw him make a U-turn, I pulled over even before he lit me up. I'm not going to be a statistic. I do the same thing. Even when I'm wrong, when I'm speeding and police pulls out, I pull over right away. And most of the time I won't get a ticket because you know why? Because they feel they're big and bad. Let them have it.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I understand that whole that whole issue, because the biggest issue for me is I remember one day I cut school and I went home. And when I was on my way home, police, I didn't know who the people were, but they were in an unmarked car, and they ran me down and caught me and put me in the back and put a gun to me. You know
I remember, Paul. I remember.
I was, every day I walked home, I was not afraid of the neighborhood I walked through. I was afraid of people jacking me up. Oh, what are you doing here? What are you doing in this neighborhood? Yeah. I was like, yo, I live here.
Yep.
I live in this neighborhood.
Yep.
It wasn't, they wasn't even trying to catch me for truancy.
I remember.
They asked me what I'm doing. So mom and dad moves us out to Canarsie, and I'm walking home, and they chased me down and drew a gun on me, man. Yeah. And I'm saying, man, and let me tell you something. I was terrified for years.
That thing is traumatic. That's
Of course,
traumatic.
man. Of course.
Come on,
But
man.
that is what happens that doesn't get reported
Gary,
because the DA in that county did not do anything.
that's
This
right.
case is not over
That's right.
until that DA gets convicted
That's
and
right.
lose her
Yes.
license.
Yes.
There's
right.
two of
Let me go back to this and we'll move forward. Marcino was saying that they taped the murder to show off their hunt. Why you think they had it on video in the first place?
right.
Come on,
What were you recording? What reason were you recording?
There's more, but you don't know.
That's right. Matter of fact,
There's more.
if they didn't share it with some of their friends to know for that to be out, see, somebody was convicted to say, wait a minute, there's a recording out here.
Mhm.
If they didn't share it with their friends, nothing would have ever happened.
Absolutely, they could have created their own narrative.
That's right. That's right. Now, my problem with Rittenhouse talking about Black Lives Matter, and he supports Black Lives Matter. You saying that junk now? He's the new Republican. Go ahead.
Next year at CPAC.
Yep.
He's the new trophy man.
And they're fighting for him to be an intern or what have you. He went to see the former President Trump.
That's right.
There's a picture of that.
Took a picture with him.
That's right.
So I'm praying that if the family gets justice,
Yep.
they're gonna put all of his money in different accounts and what have you. But that
Let's see what
guy,
they do.
what was the most insulting thing to me on that trial
Mhm.
is when the mother said that they don't have any money and they're running out of money, which is absolutely not true.
Well, is it true that a congressman want to offer him an internship?
Paul, I just told you they're fighting over him to be an intern. Paul Gomer and Matt Getz.
Yep.
They said I would tear off my right arm to go Google it. I would tear off my right arm to have him as an intern.
Yeah, absolutely crazy, man. And then the black guy in the same Rittenhouse that kicked him,
The jump man.
they call him the jump man,
man.
and he was convicted of assault.
And he was kicking Rittenhouse down to stop Rittenhouse from shooting
somebody else. This is ridiculous.
I mean, he didn't even get convicted for reckless endangerment.
Right, G. Right.
Or a gun that was illegal.
Well,
It wasn't
well, he at 17 it was illegal, but the judge used his power to
throw that out.
throw that out. He has the power to do that. The
Yeah.
judge also had the power to choose for him to choose the to eliminate
Right.
the people from the jury in the tumbler. That's not illegal.
It's
'Cause
not illegal, but
He's done
it-
that before. But the optics of that,
yeah, that was bad.
you on the jury is like, wow, he must be a good guy.
Right.
For the
the judge to allow him to pick the names out like that.
Right. So the judge saw his grandson.
That's right.
What that's what it is. So
Mhm.
the Republicans owns the judicial system. That's why they have a fight in all of this.
That's
And
right.
so while the Democrats were sleeping and trying to get backdoor corporate money, they and not playing it straight, the Republicans was stacking the courts.
That's
So
right.
you're going to run into somebody like, well, the Grahams are in trouble. They have copyright infringements. We're going to run into the wrong judge. They don't see us as entrepreneurs. They see us as corporate stealers. So
Yeah.
depends on who's on the bench.
Yeah, check it
Somebody-
out. Marjorie Green was saying that they put a bill together to give Rittenhouse the Congressional Medal of Honor.
That's not going to happen.
Nah, not today.
Yeah, but Jeffrey put it out there. He's the new Pat. He's the new poster child for legalized execution of protesters.
Listen,
What?
did you see the couple, the black couple, the father and the daughter that went out with their guns?
Oh yes. Oh yeah.
But another thing you have to keep in the trial in Charlottesville, even though it's for 26 million, the two I want to use the words convictions, not conviction. The two things that they brought him up on were rules with the Ku Klux Klan, and they didn't convict him of that. This country has not learned the power of the Ku Klux Klan, so they lost everything except for those two counts.
Right.
So there are still things that are still part of what's going on. Somebody says it's a wash. You have to thank Lee Merritt. You have to thank Sean King and my boy who I saw on the plane. They begged them to go look in Georgia. Can you go around 76 days? 76 days?
That's a
Walking the
long
streets
time,
for
man.
2 months, man.
Too much. They
That's
could
a
have
long
fled the
time.
country, just like your boy who went to the Everglades and shot himself because his family helped. They need a rule against families that help people escape. Because
There is a rule.
They're accomplices.
Yeah, there's a rule.
Accomplices. There's a rule.
Or aiding and abetting or something like that,
Yeah.
or whatever. There is a rule. The thing is that when okay, it just depends who you are. That's just the bottom.
That's it. It's simple and plain. It just depends who you are. Yo, man.
Listen, I need to move to something real quick because you gotta help me. Yeah, somebody said aiding and abetting. Gary, you gotta help me with this since you're a sportsman too. What happened with LeBron James? What was the deal?
Yeah,
Which
with
one?
the
the
lady
fight or the two?
I saw the fight, but
but
I
husband,
understand
the couple he got thrown out or something like that.
So let's set it up. LeBron punched this dude in the face. Like
Right.
when you box out. Right?
Was it Isaiah something? Isaiah?
Yeah, this guy. So, but what happened with that is my man went wild. So he gets suspended for 1 game,
right.
and
The other dude gets suspended for 2 games
because he kept on trying to run him
right.
down.
You're trying to run him down. Right.
So the next day he does not come to New York because the next day he plays for the Knicks. So, because the Lakers, the West Coast team only plays the East Coast team once a year.
Right.
So LeBron comes. That's like Kobe, and they used to come the Bulls used to come all the time, but once a year. So he plays the Pacers, and apparently there's this couple all game that's going on. So at the end of when they went to overtime with about 2 minutes and 36 seconds, he's like, "Yo, get these blankety blank people out there." As players, you can throw people out of the stands.
Yeah.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And then, so a lot of people are trying to say that LeBron is a snitch. So my nephew,
Or you call him a crybaby.
no. That's
like you could because they could tell security or they could
they can tell security. So
right.
So people could say, "Oh, you ain't this" or whatever. So lately in the NBA, there's been a lot of white patrons saying nasty things to players.
Right.
But this has been going on for years. Like when Warren Moon, his wife was in there, and you hear, but the people don't know who's the family members or what have you, what they saying. But he asked the referee to throw him out the arena. So while they're getting thrown out the arena, she made the little baby face, blah blah blah, like a crybaby.
Yes.
So that's just to show you, even though it came to me that she said, or they said that I hope you die in a car crash or something like that. That's what they said. That's what it said. But if that got out, I know something worse was said. So he said, I'm not going to take this. And this is overtime. So the game has been played a long time. And so now that he gets kicked out, she mocks him by saying you're a crybaby. So that's just to show you what she was doing through the whole
game
thing.
that he was ignoring for before
the whole game until they said something that got under his skin. So he may not say it because he's all about marketing and he'll leave it alone. But I guarantee you, behind the scenes, that's been taken care of. There've been people throwing beer at people, and they lose their season
when they
tickets,
when they go down
to the tunnel,
tunnel,
all that kind of stuff like that.
Yeah.
So social media comes out as if like he's a crybaby, but you playing, it's like you guys being preachers, right? There are people who and we've done this before, we've spoken before, in the middle of a sermon, nobody really gets up and is like, no, you're wrong, it's this verse or whatever, or you calm them down. But if somebody's going to say, yo, after this I'm going to go and I hope you get a car crash or whatever, you're going to have to ask the deacons to remove them or get out. So
it's a long time. People don't do that no more, but pastors used to, like a baby is crying, things like that. They used to be like, yo, remove that baby. They don't do that no more.
They don't do that. No, don't do that no more because you get removed.
That's true.
That's right.
We're not even gonna get into that.
Right. People own the church.
Yo, remember, but remember, Hugh just made this Malice in the Palace.
Yeah, but even that was years ago, and I agree with you. But still, things goes on that doesn't get reported a lot, you know, and is usually fans of a different background that has that, and usually people who sits in the front row are super rich.
Mm-hmm.
Understand? So you're gonna come all that way to mock LeBron James or what have you. So
Right.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Owen got it. Did that to Russell Westbrook often, and then on the road.
Yeah, man. Guys, man, I'm telling you, I got to go back to the meal real quick because one of the, you know, I fry the turkey now, right? I can't hear you, P.
Did you do that?
Yeah, fry the turkey.
Like do it in that big thing?
Yeah, but now what I do now, I don't do the whole turkey like I split it up now. So I cut it now and put it in a smaller one. But put that joint in peanut oil, man, that thing come out like fire.
Yeah. Nilsa's friend was talking about frying her food in peanut oil. That's the best thing that they can do.
That's
So
right.
is it healthier?
No.
Wait, what do you mean it's not healthier than regular oil?
Peanut oil is worse.
Is it really, G? Well, let me put it this way. I don't care if it's
Let me look at my wife.
I don't care if
is it better to cook in peanut oil or not? It tastes better.
Yeah,
if it tastes better, then it's worse.
Gary, that's what that's what I was just about to tell you. If
gonna fry no turkey, no olive oil.
That's for sure. No, man, that's for sure. That's for sure. There's no doubt about that. I don't know why nobody's sending any pictures in. I want to see pictures of
They're too tired, man.
Yeah, they probably too
tired, man.
Look how slow we talking.
That's right. They're laying back, man. They're laying back.
Like we took a walk after we ate, right?
Did you really?
I took a walk, but you know, that's.
Well, hold on, Gary. You took a walk after?
Yeah, I took a walk and I took a nap, and I'm good.
She said olive oil is too expensive to be. You're probably right about that. Not gonna happen. Definitely not gonna happen.
Pat, you took a walk before you ate, bro?
Before I ate? Nah, but I work out in the mornings.
So Gary, how does scenario go? If you're a young person and you go and you tell everyone,
you have kids at the house and they say they're going to take a walk, that means they're going to go smoke some weed.
That's what it means.
That's exactly what it means.
Yeah, you get young people, they be like, "Yo, I'm going for a walk."
So if you have a 13-year-old or a 12-year-old right now, and they go out there with their older cousin, that's the inauguration smoke.
That's it.
It's like, come on, little buddy. Uncle Gary, we taking Tony out. We going to the corner of the Boston Road.
Yes. Now you stay home.
You stay home and wash them dishes.
That's right. You stay right where you are.
Yeah. But hey, I'm going to tell you now, guys, take it from youth ministry. That's not your biggest problem.
No, of course not.
Smoking weed is not your biggest problem. Matter of fact,
that's true. I agree with that.
Not anymore.
But that's like Pat. I'm sorry. It's like we were talking about. Our kids. They thought our adults, our parenting, are worried about weed, and that's not what they should be really worrying about. Just like people in marriage worrying about infidelity, and it's really not infidelity. It's about respect.
Yeah. I hear you. I got you.
Right. Yo, let me go back to that because I was reading something today that talked about infidelity, financial infidelity.
Wow.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, what? But we do teach it that, sometimes your finances is what gets you in trouble with your family. I mean, your husband and wife. They call it financial cheating.
Yeah,
you have to break. You have to break that.
I'm just gonna say this. In our bubble, we make too big. We major in minors. So let me just start with that.
Okay, I'll back up. I'll back up to that.
Right?
Go ahead, G. Go ahead.
So you and I have talked about this. People are going like, my husband cheated on me or whatever. The cheating is only the result of the disrespect that was happening for years.
I go for that. Can we get a break here? Kristen says she's with Jesse Wilson.
Oh, all right.
She was Jesse Wilson. No pics though, but they haven't spent time.
You mean Jesse Wilson, the Jesse Wilson.
Let me tell you.
That's Jesse Wilson the Great.
Yeah, listen, Jesse. Go ahead, Gary. Go ahead.
Tell Jesse we coming to Pelk with snacks and we
No.
setting up shop.
Now,
No,
Krista, I'm going to send him a link. I want him to come on before we go.
Word.
I
I just want to say this.
Right, yeah,
I just want to say this. Jesse Wilson's wife is fine.
Yeah, well, come on, Pete.
well, come on, Paul. Come on. Now he's not gonna come
Now
on.
he's not coming on because you said
Are you going to tell me? Are you going to tell me? Say to me right now that his wife is not fine, and I'll leave.
I'm not going to respond to that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to respond to that because now you're going to have Jesse come on and fight, and then now none of us are
don't
going
want-
to
Jesse was going to come on with a smile on his face because
I'm gonna
That's
see if I
his
can
wife.
get him on.
come on, man, pull on
Jesse's
Jesse.
not even going to invite us to Pelk ever.
Listen. Let me tell you, Jesse Wilson has exploded during the pandemic, social media wise.
You know what he did, Pat? That was excellent. A real talk. People think because you're older, you do not belong on social media.
Thank you, Gary.
That's
Thank you.
and so he did
His
not
numbers,
care.
man.
You know, he did not care.
He pulls numbers, man.
No, that's not it. Even before the numbers,
Yep.
he did not care because people will say, "Oh, what these older people are doing that." So Jesse comes in, whatever you come on social media, and your platform.
She said, "You want me to tell her? She's right here." I don't know how Gary jumped off. I don't know what happened, but he'll come back on. But what I was explaining to you about him, everybody who knows Jesse Wilson he's one of the professors at Oakwood. Am I right, P?
He runs the
Religion.
regional.
Nah, I know he does. No.
Yeah, I think that's what he does. He runs regional.
Well, whatever the case is, Jesse Wilson. Gary, what's Jesse Wilson's job? Let's try to get him on. I sent him a
Jesse is the director of the Bradford
right.
Center.
Right.
That's it, Gary.
Right.
That's it.
And so one of his jobs.
I think Cox is the regional guy, Pat. Right?
No.
No.
That's Dana.
That's Dana Edmonds.
Dana Edmonds is in charge of the regional OFC.
He's the manager.
Right.
He's the manager of it.
Right. Jesse is in charge of the Bradford Leadership Center.
Right.
And one of his duties is Pelk. And when you guys just go, because Pelk is during my birthday.
Right.
Next week.
Yeah.
And so over the last couple of years.
By the way, it's half and half this year. So it could be virtual and you can show up. Yeah, but go ahead.
He has raised the profile. I went down to Pelk a couple of years ago, and there you go. He's over Bradford, Cleveland.
Yeah, you're right. You got it.
So what he has done is raise the profile of that.
Yeah.
And then was talk about Jesse's wife, but we was going to talk about scholarships. Jesse's wife is in charge of the scholarships at Oakwood.
Right.
So when we put the scholarships together, I talked to her.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So gotcha. Jesse and I just say they have a wonderful family. If she's over in Nashville, big shout out to my boy Jesse's Tony's boy is over there. I forgot his name. I always see them. So he's very tied up between California and here, and he's always on the road. Jesse was at the march. The 100-man march.
Yes.
Here's, Gary, let me back up because this is why
maybe he's not coming up because I'm calling him Jesse. Maybe I need just to call him Elder, Bishop.
Right.
He's a regular. Listen, he gets all
Bishop JW.
Here's what I like about it. I never followed him before. I never really followed him. I think I was always his friend on Facebook, but I never really followed him. And he started coming out with controversial issues. I think the first thing that probably exploded it, and I might have been late on the scene, is he brings in first day preachers in the pulpit.
Yeah.
And I think that there was a lot of
talk. There was a lot of talk,
controversy, and talk about that. And he stood his ground with it. Yeah. Right, that's one thing that I said. I give him mad respect because he didn't even flinch at it. Right. He was already at cutting edge. And remember now, Jesse Wilson has a team.
That's the next thing I was going to say.
He has a team of cutting edge cats.
His team is excellent.
Yeah.
And his planning committee outside of that team is there. So they plan all year.
Right.
So, I like to joke.
Yeah, because you don't just get stuff for Pelk during Pelk time. But you're going to get stuff along the way.
Your name comes up like in January, February, March.
for the year coming.
So
right.
So so there's a lot of people. So how you get connected and what have you. So somebody is in this grid. It's probably somebody that probably sits on that committee, and they bring your name to the committee and they vet you seriously. So if you end up on the poster, or you end up presenting, you have been vetted seriously through that. So Wilson, we like Jesse because that's our maiden name. Wilson is our maiden name.
Right. That's
my mom. But here's the thing, Gary, you said it right, and we can move on from here. Somebody said salute to Freddie Russell. True.
Facts.
I give him his props. What happened with him with Jesse Wilson is that he took the airwaves by storm, right? So he has the respect of the older ministers. He has the respect of the younger ministers, so that whatever he puts out, you can't clown him and take him off social media. You know how some people will say something, you get clowned, and he'd be like, "Yo, so what?" You know what I mean? Everything is well thought out, and I think what he needs to do, and I'm telling him this now, is to start his own page outside of his name.
Well,
that's
here's the thing, and I hope I say this clearly, right? His efficiency on Facebook, not on social media, is large. So let me just tell you, all right. So there's people with 10,000 followers,
right,
and they say something and does not get the energy that it gets. So Jesse may have, like, let's say less than that. Let's say he has 4,000 followers.
4,000, right? Because that's why I'm saying that on his own page.
So Jesse gets girl energy from it. So there's girls that may have like 500 followers and they post something and 450 out of the 500 followers comments on it.
Right.
So that's the type of energy that he gets. So whenever he puts something on,
it's immediately
put out there, and it's immediate like that, and he doesn't even respond.
No,
everybody responds on this.
I don't even think he knows to respond.
But that's not a problem. I don't respond either, and I think that's the key. The key.
Then he's personable. Then he talks about his grandkids, and then he talks about when he goes on campus. He walks around campus, and then he's almost kind of like us. And then when he goes around and flies around the country, he's going to I'm going to see Bishop so and so.
Right.
So you kind of like follow what goes on with it. So I only met the man one time, but I'm a fan of his. I'm a big fan of his family. And so
this
you don't know
PMG. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You don't know who are you influencing by talking to somebody.
Well, I could go ahead, P.
In the 80s, they called Ronald Reagan the great communicator. Right. I think that in the Black Adventist church, at least in the Black Adventist church, he can be coined as the great communicator. And I'm not talking about preacher, this, that, and the other. So he's the great communicator. When he sits down at that table and he has that conversation, he's respected around the table. And I think he can handle all subjects. You see where I'm coming from,
and whatever he can.
So that's him telling us he's not coming on.
That's right. That's right. We won't embarrass you, man.
We won't embarrass you at all.
Send your message. I sent you from the come on. But
wait. Tell the truth, guys. Tell the truth about this. Really, tell the truth. I went to speak at Madison Mission.
Right.
And my man he was walking his grandson, and he was talking about something different, right? Something that some guys try to clown him on or whatever, right? But before he starts out, he says, I heard a great word today from Pastor Paul Graham. Yo, I called my brothers. I said, yo, my man just shout me out. My man just shout me out.
Paul called me. He was like, yo,
Jesse
Wilson called me out. I was like, okay.
Last thing, Chrissa, who is Jesse's sister's son who made the song Disability Check? This guy came out with a hot single about 2 years ago, because that was Tony's boy.
Jesse Wilson's what?
Nephew.
Okay.
Came out with that, dropped something out of a single. I forgot his name because I used to talk to him. Is it Devin? I think it's Devin.
You said he has a single out that slammed?
It's great. It's great.
If it's on YouTube,
you could probably pull it up. But when you pull it up, you'll find it. That's Tony's boy. He's Zeta too, Paul.
She said it's Devin.
It's
Name's
Devin, right?
Devin,
It's
but
Devin.
I wouldn't know where to find it. But I don't even think he remembers this, but he's in my book.
Jess.
He's in my book. So Tim Nixon,
Right.
Doc Cliff Jones,
Right.
when I was in seminary, I wasn't getting picked up. He was in California. What's the church in California?
Riverside?
No.
Not Riverside.
Breath of Life.
Nah. Come on, man. Give me the name. He was at this church in
Mount Rubidoux.
No.
No. Anyway, whatever.
Something street. It's a Market Street.
No.
Not Market Street.
He was, whatever the case is, they set up Dr. Clifford Jones, Doc Tim, they set up that I will go and eat with him so that I can get picked up at his church as an associate pastor. So we all sitting there, Paul, because this is supposed to be the setup for me to go to his church, go to California.
Kansas Avenue.
That's where it was, right? So we all at Tim's house. Tim is in he's living on campus at this time. Come over, G. We all eating, hanging out, whatever. He says to me, "Did you hear my sermon today?" Because he preached that at Pioneer. I think it was. Is it Pioneer?
New Life or New Life?
I don't know if it's New Life. I think it's Pioneer. He was on a big stage, and I think it was Pioneer.
Pioneer Memorial.
I think it was Pioneer Memorial. He preached that. I think it was this. So I didn't go. I went to the zoo. So he's like, "You didn't hear me? You mean you didn't come to hear me preach?" So I was like, "Oh no, I was with the family trying to make it sound all this, that, and the other." He was like, "Yeah, I ain't interviewing you. Should have come here."
Oh.
Wait, Aunt Hazel is on.
Hey, Auntie. Hey,
Uh-oh.
Auntie.
She found us.
But and let me tell you the reason why it's in my book, by the way. It's not to put down people. It's a part of my book that says that you're simply not ready. God knows when to pick you. God knows when it's your time. But I brought that up because I wanted let me tell you something. I've had 9 interviews before I got to Allegheny East.
Wow, for real?
9 interviews before I got to Allegheny East. It just wasn't ready.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you.
Hey, Saba. So you just
I just want to share this. That just want to give a shout out to my auntie. She's great wife, taking care of hubby, Uncle France, just taking care of him. And we ask you to we said that everybody send up a prayer up for our uncle. Just send a prayer up for our uncle as auntie's taking care of him. Uncle France, the coolest dude around.
Definitely.
The coolest dude around.
Sure.
Definitely.
There's no real James Bond. That dude is a real James Bond.
He sure is. How do we stay on Jesse Wilson all this long? That's not even in the run sheet. How did he get on? How was he?
Krista said that she's with Jesse Wilson.
That's right.
And threw us off.
That's right. Kind of threw us off. So
Jesse got a lot of run here. We need to charge him advertising fees.
That's what I think.
2022 advertising fees.
Plug-in fees. Fees. I guess we.
So big shout out to that family, Devin's mom, Devin's sister. That whole Wilson crew is good. So we just want to wish them a happy Thanksgiving. Yeah. And let's move on to Saba. That's our girl right there. Wakanda is still living.
This still the largest church. This is still the largest Adventist.
Larger than Oakwood.
You better believe that.
It's a mega church.
Who said that? Jesse. Here's the time. Jesse's speaking tomorrow.
On
Friday night.
Yeah.
That's big. That's big right there.
Oh, and I'll say this one more thing. He has given ministers hope that you can explode at any time in your ministry. Yep. Anytime. It could always happen. You can't be like everybody else. You just have to wait your time till you're ready for it. Because I think he's the single most black influential leaders in the Adventist church right now. And here's the thing I want you to recognize. He's not even hooked up with NAD and all that on that spot. That's why you got to brighten the corner where you are.
Well, Pat, you're right about that because some people always talk about the Mount Rushmore of Black Adventism, and I think the top person there. See, we're going to get into trouble with this. So
Go ahead.
let me I think it's Whitney Phipps, hands down, because when he went up and sang for Colin Powell, I realized.
But you know what I think you're looking at, though, G? If we want to, I don't think you get in trouble over it. I think I'm not talking about star power. I don't see. When I think of him, I think of star power. When I think of Jesse Wilson, I think of influencer. I don't see.
But you see, you two can touch Jesse. I can't.
What do you mean touch him?
He's not far off like that, man. Yo,
no, I'm not. I'm not talking about his
I understand what
personality.
you're saying. You're saying because we're pastors or because we're in the field. I understand what you're saying, but I still.
So, G, let me tell you something. I have never.
You saw what Jason North put
I
on
went
there?
Gary.
Kick him out the chat.
Until Jason North. Until I went to Madison Mission, he has always been at a hands. I've never had a full conversation with Jesse Wilson. Never. But I always watched what he was doing.
You go to his office, you can sit down there. He's not like that.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that. I mean, we're just.
I know. I didn't say you said that. I'm trying to tell people that he's not that. He's not. He hasn't become the influencer that you can't touch.
Yeah, but what I'm saying to you is that he is an influencer, and an influencer doesn't have to sit down with me. He can influence me from where he is.
Right.
So
sure.
That he does.
I agree with that. I agree with that. I don't know about y'all, man, but I gotta wash dishes. So what
no, that mean peace.
Yeah.
Come on. All the people that came to your house, you don't have to wash the dishes.
We still listen. We still got a show tomorrow,
Right.
That's still got a show tomorrow.
Yo, I actually forgot, man. My stomach is bubbling, man.
That's that pork. Mommy said someday.
Yo, listen, man. I just ate a little piece. I didn't eat the whole thing.
It doesn't resonate.
Pork
doesn't resonate with you. All of
So what's your plan for the rest of the night, y'all?
I'm gonna wash dishes. Shave.
Don't tell me that.
Okay, I'm not gonna wash this. I'm gonna dry it.
Really, Pat?
Gary, I just saw a new dishwasher Pat just put in a couple of months ago. It does every.
Pete, let me explain something to you. No. That's fine. I hear what you're saying. I did put in a new dishwasher, but I don't know how other people do it. And maybe somebody online could tell me. You should wash the dishes before it goes in.
That's pre-wash. You should rinse them off.
Yeah, Pat, you don't got to do that no more.
No, I wash them before I put
the dishwasher you have. You don't even got to do that no more.
I don't care. What I do, I wash them, I put them in, and I get them steamed out that way. As hot as possible.
This is an aimless conversation. I can't believe you're talking about washing.
Okay, I don't get it, Pat. I don't get it. You scrape off the plate and you put that joint in there.
Pat, people who come to your house to eat for Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah.
They need to be washing the dishes. So here's a question for you, right? I got this from Light FM. That's just so how corny I am and how
Light FM. They still have Light FM in New York.
Yeah, 106.7. So when I drive Nosa in the morning, that morning that we woke up and we had worship together on Bible Boot Camp, they asked, "Would you rather be a host or a guest for Thanksgiving?"
I'd rather be a host.
A lot of cleaning. That's what it is. You got to clean before, during, and after.
You're right. Well, ask the question. Put it out there to everybody. Just write it out there real quick. What would you rather be, a host or a guest? Come on, write it out.
I'd rather be a host.
I'd rather be a host, man. Gary, I can see you rather be a guest.
Whatever it is, guest or host, I ain't doing nothing but eating.
But I want to be home so that I can crap in my own toilet.
I like that.
But see, the thing about
it, too crowded, you go upstairs.
Coming in. Hold on, guys. It's coming in.
Somebody posted and said, make sure you clean your tub because people are going to be looking into your tub when they come to your bathroom.
Turn your meds. Turn your meds.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I have a serious voyeur problem like that. I come to your house.
You
I
can't
come
come
down.
around.
You know, people say, I think in Jamaica they say, "Oh, I'm not coming to your house to count cows. I'm coming to drink milk." I count cows and drink milk. So I'll be over there, be like, "Wow, you know." Let me tell you something. I come over your house. And I sit down at your house. I'm looking at your movie rack. I'm looking at the books in your library. I'm looking at I do.
Wow, Pat. Wow, come on.
I do.
Pat, no
I'm not gonna
lie.
lie.
This is true story.
Mhm.
True, right? When me and Nilsa first got married, you know, Nilsa always throw down, right?
Right.
You know, we invite 4 people and Nilsa cook for 80 people
Right.
in a hot second.
Right.
Plus the goodies on the table.
Hey, right. So we invited people to come over the house, right? And then we are here eating or whatever, and you hear, "Oh my God, Lord Jesus!" Somebody trying to look in our tub and fell in the tub.
Stop it.
No lie.
Gary,
God
stop
is my
it.
witness. God is trying to tell you, man.
Let me ask you another question. People come over your house. Your whole house is open, or just downstairs, or just a certain part of your house?
Oh, that's a good one, Pat. That's a good one.
Before the pandemic, the whole house is open.
Before the pandemic, I'm gonna ask. I want to ask in the chat now. If somebody when people come over your house, is the whole house open, or you restrict them to a certain part of the house?
You know, it's fun. It's funny you say that, Pat, because
let's use mom and dad's house
just downstairs.
Let's do mom and dad's house so we could use something
legitimate.
So I thought I'm sorry, Pat, Paul.
So mom and dad. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Gag. Sorry, man. Go ahead.
So when we had the party for Nats, right? Nobody went upstairs, right?
Yeah, but guess what? But mom and dad always let kids. It's just that the grown-ups didn't go up there. But kids, like when people come to my house, like the kids, I don't have a problem them running throughout the house.
Look, guys, look at the chat. Jason, start with Shay Shay. I'm sorry. Lynn said not in the bedrooms. I get that. Not in the bedrooms, thieving people y'all be bringing in your house.
I know, but that's where the coats go. If you used to live in Brooklyn, the coats go in the bedroom.
Used to go upstairs in the bedroom because there was
people who used to work overnight will eat and sleep, and then they go to the job at 11.
Okay.
And they sleep on the floor. Right.
Downstairs only. Una said house open.
Right.
Barrington said just downstairs.
Barrington don't play.
Hey, Barrington, I got you a referral. Hit me up. I got you a referral over there. All right. What Krista said? The powder room, family room, and kitchen are open. Everybody else, forget it.
All right.
Wu said people in my neighborhood growing up used to steal.
Well, Michael here was to stay out the bedrooms.
Yeah.
The truth is, no one should be in the master's bedroom.
Yeah, but
the babies and the coats go there.
No one should be in. When I mean the master's bedroom, no one should be in the host bedroom.
I agree. Somebody said restricted just to family and close friends. Some people don't have to ask; they know to walk up there, or they know whatever.
What about people? Are people who come to your house as guests? Are they allowed to go to in your fridge?
Carolyn said, "Hold on, Paul. Carolyn, we'll hold that." Carolyn said had a bad experience, so downstairs only. Shay said, "Coach, go in the hall closet." Oh, we know what kind of house you got then.
Thank you. We ain't never had no house, no coat. You remember we used to put coat. We used to take your so-and-so's coat upstairs. Take it upstairs.
Check Benjamin. Master bedroom is only for if someone has to take an extreme number 2.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And keep the candles lit. Yes.
Yeah. And come with your match, your sofa.
That's right.
Come with your sofa. Paul, what was in this day and time with cameras? Does it matter? People have cameras in their house.
Yes.
Inside.
Yes. Check out your Vivint. Your Vivint, man. You can get a camera, put it inside the house.
The nanny can't.
Yo, let me tell you something. One time I went to visit a member, right? And it was just myself and his wife. And we're sitting there talking about some issues. And he said, "Hey, I'll be home in about 10 minutes. I see you there, Pastor."
I need to back this up because I didn't want to say this, but since Erica put me out there, I'm gonna put herself out there. I'm gonna put myself out there.
What Erica said?
So remember when I was talking about I'd be checking out everything?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'd be checking. This is the truth. When I used to date, I checked the medicine cabinet.
You better check the medicine
Of course,
cabinet.
you better.
I
You
checked the
better
medicine
check the
cabinet.
Of course,
medicine
you better
cabinet.
check
Ain't
the
no doubt about
back
that.
in the day.
Listen, I ain't no doubt about that. I checked the medicine cabinet.
Better
Like,
know. You better know who's on those meds.
yo, Prozac? Oh, snap. Nah.
I'm looking for. I was looking for something different than that.
Thank you,
Okay.
Gary. Thank you,
No,
Gary.
You
Thank you,
trying to be
Gary.
good with the
Thank
mental
you,
health
Gary.
meds. I was looking for other stuff.
Thank you, Gary. I drive a HRV. Okay, Honda.
Gary,
Yeah.
Gary, you was looking for something else.
I was
you was-
looking for something else.
You was
Like,
looking
all
for
right, that's fine.
like chlamydia medicine. Yo, T. Thomas said it good. Listen, Gary, put marbles so that it will all fall out when they open up.
Yo, but I know people, and I'm gonna tell you what I do. So just be careful when you come to my house. I set stuff so I know when it's been moved.
But I don't. If you come into my house, listen,
Yo, Pete, I'm gonna tell you right now. I know when people go in my medicine cabinet.
ain't nothing, listen. If I had medication, listen, my Viagra is at the side of the bed. It's not in the medicine cabinet.
My medication is in my room. In my. I don't want nobody to be like, yo, Brother Graham. That's where he gets his superpowers from.
Yo, you gotta keep it like that. You gotta keep it like Daddy. Daddy got like a little pouch. You know, back in the '60s when the people used to be on the heron. You know what I'm saying? They keep they keep this stuff in a little pouch.
Dad got one of those.
Dad got them little heron pouches.
Yeah, I'm surprised he don't even have the little rubber thing that they tie around.
Yo,
Hold on, go now.
listen, Dad and his whole family, his whole side of the family take them eye medication.
Oh, what did Mom just said? Please, none of you come back here.
Gary, Dad, I know Dad listening too. Dad, he be taking medication for his eye, right?
Mm-hmm. So I'm not even joking around that because our day is coming. So I'm not even joking around that. Because our day is coming.
Okay, all right.
I mean, look, how could you have 10 family members and all of them have it?
Yep.
And then you have grandkids and all of them have it.
Yeah, it's true. I think what is it like? It's not cataract. What's the thing?
It's glaucoma. It's glaucoma.
Yo, Dad talking about he can't see, but my man could read the medication
or pick up little tiny things on the ground.
Yo, I give it to him, man. I give it to him.
I was on the phone the other day calling somebody other than Nilsa. Like, is that your wife that you calling? I said, I thought you was blind, bro. I thought you couldn't see.
Gary, you're gonna say I'm lying when I tell you this. So Mom and Dad be buying bottles and bottles. Y'all know that, right? Bottles and bottles and bottles and bottles.
Patrick, I know what you're gonna say. Oh my gosh, I know what you're gonna
say. I'm joking. There's got to be at least 300 empty bottles.
It's true.
More than that, right? More than that.
Mom Jamaican, so she's like, I need to get 5 cents for each one of these or whatever case, right? So,
yo, I know.
So I got the what do you call it? The water dispenser for them, right? But I got the water dispenser that you push underneath, right?
It's not the one that you put on top
turn over, because I don't expect them to be lifting it up to turn over, but they can slide it in and put the put like a tube down in there and they can get their water. So Dad comes over and Dad's like, yo, I need a light over here because I can't see, right? Because the light on top of it, and you don't want him burning himself because it's got the hot water joint on there. So I'm feeling all bad for Dad and whatever. Dad got his phone in his hand. Remember, Dad can't see.
Right.
Got his phone in his hand. This thing, a notification comes in from CNN. Yeah, I know y'all think I'm joking. All right.
No, I know you.
Nah, y'all joke. Notification comes in from CNN. Dad looks down. He says, "Oh, this thing. What's going on? CNN. This, that." I'm saying, man, I thought you couldn't see. The man reading off his phone, CNN.
Yo,
I just taken Mom and Dad to the eye doctor the other day.
Right.
True story. So I don't know where I'm going. So I'm rocking the GPS. I'm trying to learn the area.
Right.
I'm driving. Before the lady on the joint says, "Are you going this way?" Dad's like, "Yo, you going down the wrong street, bro. I thought you couldn't see." He's like, you're supposed to be going down 214. I don't know where 214 is.
No,
I'm waiting to go down 214. Where you are?
No.
196?
Gary.
I'm
All
telling you, man.
Pat and Gary, I got a better one for you. So you know, Dad is trying to do the land in Jamaica, right?
Right.
That's another thing.
So Daddy says to me, do you have the Aston Barnes number? I said, Dad, I think I have it in my phone. Just in case, I'm going to give you it, right? That's what he says. So I'm going to give
He's
it
gonna
to
give
you.
you the number.
He's going to give me the number.
Right.
I said, all right, Dad, let me get the phone so I can do it for you. So I'm trying to put the number in because I thought I knew his code, Pat.
Right.
I thought I knew his code. I'm putting it in. I can't get his code. Dad takes the phone from me, puts the code in, get the number, and gives me the phone.
Yeah.
And say, "Yo, Dad,
Yeah.
I don't get it."
In defense of it is big print. So let's just it is
Yeah,
big print.
Jasmine put the accessibility a
Right.
little bit higher, but still though, man. I mean, Gary, the man know where he going. Listen, the bottom
I'm trying
line
to tell
is this.
you, he told
It's
me I
time-
was driving down the wrong street.
I'm
Yo,
trying.
I walked up
So
there
why,
and he was
why
going
am I
for,
why am I
Daddy
driving
went for a walk.
why am I coming down 400 miles to take them 12 miles and he telling me I'm going the wrong way?
Yo, anyhow, love him to listen, Dad.
Oh,
got me.
wait. He says, well, I like it when he says, yo, man, the sun is shining really bright. What you gonna do, Dad? Going for a walk. You know, I'm going
Yeah.
for a walk. I can see everything when he's like, I'm going for a walk.
Yeah, but
man.
I also know and I'm not saying it's for seasonal depression or anything like that, but it's getting darker sooner. And
Yeah,
that's
F33.1 seasonal
nah.
depression.
I didn't say he got depression.
No, I
but
don't think he
I
has
haven't
that.
got no depression, but the it's getting darker earlier. But I'm telling you, we all have to look out for our eyes. Our eyes. I went to the doctor. They said it's not present yet.
Oh, Mom is texting. Y'all, you should not have give Mom ammunition on Dad. She just texted and said, and he
put the food in the microwave.
You just got it?
Okay, tell me the honest truth, y'all. Can y'all?
I don't know, Pat. I don't know how to use it.
Gary, can you use a microwave at Dad's house? You know how to use it?
I don't even attempt. I don't even eat at the house.
Oh, you scared me.
Let them know we live, okay?
I want y'all know y'all are live.
Yeah.
What's up?
Pizzo.
Somebody, Pizzo.
Yeah, yo, that's a little.
Just ignore us.
Yeah.
We'll try.
Somebody said no wine at the wedding.
I got a better idea. Let's just go ahead and get Paul fired. Go ahead,
Don't
y'all.
get me fired. Don't get me fired, man. Don't get me fired, man.
At least that's his wife, right?
Yeah,
Dorian said, "Hey, Wendy." Yeah, yes. But wait,
Yeah.
quick, come here. Quick, wait, hold on 1 second. Rose, come here for a second.
No shenanigans.
Pat, put me on by myself real quick. Pop me on by myself real quick.
What you doing?
This is my sister-in-law, Rose. I'm sorry, Avia. All right, so everybody single here. What's this? Hey, Don. This is Don right here.
Hey, Don.
All right, Don. All right, Don. Let's see any more single guys in here. Come on, pull up. Who's that?
What's happening?
Jeremiah.
What's happening? Jeremiah. We got Don. Jeremiah. Who else?
All right, we're gonna. Well, we have Jeffrey. He's married, but
No, we're not doing married.
But we gotta pray for him. We gotta pray for Jeffrey on that one. He knows who you are. He knows who you are. You don't know who he is, but he knows who you are.
Oh, okay.
Come on. More men, one more man, one more brother. You got
What we
Don.
gonna do with him?
Let's keep moving, guys. Pat, bring me back, Pat. Bring me back.
Jeremiah said, "I'm 14." He's like, I'm 14. Yeah, man. Yeah. Somebody was talking about do they hide the liquor? Do they hide the liquor on Thanksgiving? Now, that's when you have the other side of family that's not Adventist. That's the liquor.
What is the ultimate reggae song for Thanksgiving? Mine is Someone Loves You, Honey.
She's royal.
She's royal.
Well, that's the new one, right? That's the new one. Because when we were growing up, that was our song for Mama. So
yeah.
I think that I'm gonna jump ahead of you, Pat.
Go ahead.
We're gonna have a part here that we're gonna give a shout out to the empty seat at the table.
Yeah, look, why don't we end out? Why don't we land the plane with that? Let's land the
So
plane.
let me
Hey,
just
Jenny
say
Jen.
this. I'm going to say something real, and it's who's Jenny Jen?
Uh-oh. Night nurse.
Night nurse.
Wu said there's a high SDAs have a high level of alcoholism.
Yeah, it's true.
Come on, Gary. Let's,
No, I just said, as I say, it's hard because Thanksgiving for me always will remind me of Mama. That's our girl.
Jenny Jen said handsome place, guys. I'll look her up.
Oh, listen. Hey, Jen, that's my girl right there.
Jen, is that
Jennifer Fauntleroy.
No way.
No way.
Yeah. The one that used to have the little
tiny bumps.
Not only that, she used to have the bang. Her and Lena used to have the bang with the roll. Yeah, she's out of Atlanta.
Is she now?
Yeah.
Wait, Rita Mercer's from Handsome Place too?
Mm-hmm.
What Rita is that?
Yo, let me tell you a funny story about Jennifer. Let me see if she remembers this. So in my young days, we used to skip out of camp meeting and go to the Greek Freaknik on Jones Beach. And so, all of the Greek people were down there. So one day I go down there, one Sabbath I go there with all my boys in full Mac uniform. Who do I see down there? Jennifer, right? Jennifer in front of all her girls like, Gary Graham, what you doing here? So before I could come up with my great line in front of her girls, say, you're supposed to be in Sabbath school at this very minute.
Stop, Gary.
Yo. My boys are like, Graham, what's Sabbath school? I was like,
yo, Gary, I gotta take.
Okay.
Yo, why
you gotta do that?
Owen, Owen, OB tried that earlier.
We decided we ain't talking about.
We're not talking about
that.
We ain't talking about this dude. Yeah, it's the liquor of SDA is Sorrel
and Morby.
Big shout out to Jenny Jen anyway. So anyway, we want to let everybody. Here's the truth, and Pat, Paul, and I believe that this. The honest truth is that there's somebody at somebody's Thanksgiving table today that's not going to be here.
That's true.
Next year, and we said that last year, and so
there's people who were with us last year,
right?
And it's not here. That's here today. So we want to put a memorial out. Anybody you miss, throw it in the chat. We're going to pray for some peace today. In the meantime, while that happens, tune in tomorrow at 3:00. We're going to be at our regular scheduled program. We're going to have the White Sisters who ran the marathon to join us. I'm going to try to get Nayoka to come on tomorrow so we can finish the adoption. And since the New York City Marathon, all three of them, they're better siblings than they are. They ran the whole marathon, and we're going to talk to them about that. And we're going to have a hard stop tomorrow at 4:30. So remember that. Yeah. So that's right. Yvette is sobering. So first person I'm going to put out to is I miss my grandmother.
Yep.
Big shout out to Gary Gardner. He is gone. He was, and my dear friend Roy Gordon, who will not be at the table.
Gordon.
Will not be at the table this year.
Want to give a shout to Naeem Newman. His
right.
You know, his wife is passed.
Yeah.
You know. Yo, there's a lot of empty seats at the table.
Empty chairs. Well, while we do that, why don't we go ahead and
her dad?
Street.
I
was at her Street. That's right. That is absolutely right. Big shout out to Kim. How you doing, Kim?
Dad and cousins. Let's just take the time, guys. Wait it out. Let's just go ahead and those who have lost someone who was here last year, who's gone this year.
Just put their names.
I'm gonna put my. Why don't we all put our names in the chat and join the chat too? So
just put my grandmother. Man, I thought about her.
Wow.
Oh man, look on Hazel said yes, girls.
Wow.
Miss Mama so much.
Yeah.
But she was Thanksgiving.
She
was definitely Thanksgiving.
Wu said a lot of losses this year, boy.
A lot of losses, man.
Non-COVID losses.
Yes.
It's like okay, we got the COVID stuff and we put it.
Remember my man from Brooklyn Temple that used to date Angela back in the day?
Derek.
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 Yeah.
Derek. This one is hard for us right here. Gary
That's a
Gardner.
tough one, man.
It's a hard one. Sandy.
Yeah, the Smalls, Pat. The Smalls. Maurice said he missed his grandparents. The Smalls.
Yeah.
We see you, Jen. Put Jen's up there. Or Sandy Watson. I got that. I tell you, cousin
Oh,
Melissa.
Think about that, Pat. Uncle Butch and Aunt Sherry. Kim.
Yeah. That's right. Dorian is right. Derek McFarland.
Sometimes I still
Wow.
can't believe
I know
my-
Yvette Davis lost a family member about a month and a half, maybe 2 months ago.
So let's be a little specific.
Oakwood?
Let's a little bit specific. Not only say grandmothers, aunts, and uncles. Let's put names. We want to pray for you and put names and honor the people. Empty chair at the table. Fred Davis.
Yes.
Loretta. Fred Davis. Derek McFarland. Butch and Sherry.
Butch and Sherry is Fordham, Gary.
That's the Fordham.
Oh, okay.
That's
That's right,
Fordham.
man. Thank you. for telling me that.
Fordham's.
So Kim
Well,
lost Butch.
we lost Ralph Williams.
Right.
Ralph Williams.
Ralph Williams, Pastor Williams.
Mm-hmm.
And I said a bunch of pastors. You're right.
Mm-hmm. You got Joe Lee, who lost her husband.
Right.
That's right.
That's right. A couple of weeks ago.
Hey, just giving a shout out to Christian Josiah. Just love his leadership, man.
Yeah, Chris.
Bro.
Yeah, CJ. Good move, man.
Yeah.
Leroy Horton.
Leroy Horton.
Wow.
Man, check it out. Bethel will never be the same without that guy, boy. Still got names coming in here.
Tracy Lake.
Henry Wright's wife.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right. That's
That's
right.
right.
Here's another one. Jude Boyer Patrick. That's Rosalie Paul. Wow, there's a lot of losses, man. Teddy Thomas. I think Fern Freeman is Pastor Freeman's wife.
Fern Freeman.
Yes.
Is that the one that just passed away?
I think
Funeral was just this last week. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mildred Springs. That's from Erica Clifton.
Oh, that's right. Tamara, her mother, Pastor. Yes, in my conference.
Oh, mommy got something right there. Pat Ivan Warden.
That's right.
Ivan Warden.
Mommy, that's mom's boy right there.
Mm-hmm. Dad's guy. He used to be in charge of the Ellen White estate.
That's where Red Door is doing.
Stephen Boyce, man. Do you know when we were babies, he was associate pastor at Bethel?
Stephen Boyce.
Really, Pat? I didn't know that.
Yeah. He was in Delaware, right, Pat?
Yeah, he was in Delaware and then went out to Georgia after retirement, passed away out there. Wow. Wu said he used to be their pastor out in Pasadena. Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Dwayne Thomas.
Yeah. Okay.
Dwayne Thomas. Yo, we had another young guy that died that we were in school with. He was close with Derek. He's out from California. Forgot his name. Patrick. It was Patrick. His name was Patrick.
Yes. Patrick. Patrick, dark skinned guy.
Yeah.
Oh. We got Oakwood together. Patrick.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yo, man, y'all
Patrick
make me
Fountain.
Patrick Fountain. Patrick Fountain.
Yvette is the consummate. She remembers names like Brian Watts.
Yeah, Brian Watts is one of those.
She's up there with what's our girl from Texas?
Erica.
No,
Eric, South Carolina. Erica's originally from Texas.
Yeah.
Oh, I know you're talking about
Natasha.
Right.
Yvette's up there with Natasha with names like that. Yeah.
And good smelling hair, of course.
Well, here we go, coming down to the end. And Fred Thomas. Frederick Thomas.
Frederick Thomas.
Frederick Thomas. Why that name sounds familiar to me?
You remember Frederick Thomas?
Anyway, Pizzo,
All right, man.
just take us out. G, everybody's fine. You know, I know we all got to sleep this off, but
yeah.
I'm glad to be able to come on.
Yes, from Brinklow. Yes, Vern. Yes,
Yep.
Vern.
Oh wow, she bought it. Brian Thomas.
Oh yeah.
Brian Thomas used to be a speaker. He was a speaker.
Yes,
Jeremy
got in a car accident. Yes.
Oh, just now, Pastor Livingston Aaron. Do you guys know him? Pastor Livingston
Aaron. He's from Petra Aaron's
uncle.
And because I remember
he
when
preached Friday night, didn't wake up Sabbath morning.
That's right. Pennsylvania conference, I think he was in.
Yep, and he used to be St. Croix that conference at one time.
I think there's the brothers that are pastors.
Aaron brothers, right?
And there's two more brothers left. There's
one
two
of them
more
used to be the youth director out there too.
That's right, Petra's uncle.
Right, yeah.
All right. Okay,
and if we stay on, we go. There's names on top of names.
Well,
thanks for coming on, Mo.
Yeah, so we're gonna Paul will close out, and then I guess Pat, we're gonna say a couple of words on the other side after the prayer, and we could close out. We'll do the prayer now.
Sure.
I know you usually how you want to do this.
No, just Pizzo, pray us out. We'll pray us out, and
we'll say some final words.
We out from here because we have tomorrow at 3:00.
Yes, come see us tomorrow at 3:00. Thank you for joining us this evening. We're really happy that you came out. I'm going to give credit to it. This was Paul's idea. Paul likes the prime time, and thanks. We want to thank God for giving Paul the idea, and we want to thank everybody for being here tonight. We will be on 3:00 tomorrow.
Wait a minute, before you go, I know this is going to be crazy, but let me just do this real quick before Paul prays us out. We do have our Graham Snacks that's up, and it's for scholarships also. Right. We'll bring this up tomorrow, everybody, but we are making t-shirts, and these t-shirts are Snackers t-shirts. It says, "Is there one?" What we're doing is that anyone who gives $25 or more, we will send out a t-shirt to you. $25 or more, we send out a t-shirt to you, but that's just only for this week till we set it all up. But it's called Snackers. Is there one? Snackers. Is there one? All right. We also have another t-shirt, but it's basically Snackers, and we're raising funds for the scholarship that we're doing out there in, of course, for Oakwood in the religion department and also for the nursing department. So we just want you to know that this is what's going to be out there. Again, if you just send $25 or more to Graham Snacks, we will. Somebody said we need to get Venmo or something other than Cash App, please. We will. I'll have it ready. By at least by tomorrow. I'll see if I can get it ready by then. Thanks a lot, Erica. We will. Paul,
and Pastor Cousins, don't forget, I'm not going to be able to talk tonight, so please send me the address to the church when you get a moment. I'm going to be preaching at his church this Sabbath.
Love you, Quinn. Love you, Quine.
Yep, Quine.
Quine. It's like Quine.
Love Quine. Yeah.
All right.
Somebody said want the Cash App in there.
I will. I'll set up tomorrow for not only this, but for PayPal, and I'll set up for Venmo. All right. So that everybody can get their shirts. Again, just want to show the shirt one more time. One of the shirts
is fire. It's fire.
Is there one? I ain't gonna lie. Is there one? And the other shirt is Snackers. You know, hold off tonight. We'll go ahead and run it tomorrow. By the time I'll have everything ready. And remember, all the funds that we have here will be going to our scholarships for the nursing department at Oakwood and also for the religion department at Oakwood. It's called Snackers. And is there one? Paul, if you will, come on, just take us out.
Father, again, we come before you thanking you for all that you have done. Today, we just want to share the moments that we've had Thanksgiving moment, fellowship moment, food, a time of rest and relaxation from work. Well, right now, we recognize that we are missing someone from the table. Their seats are empty, but we recognize that we have a God that sees and cares, and that you are the constant God that covers our hearts. So for those who have lost loved ones along the way, we recognize that you are the God that comforts. Be with each one of us and bless us, and help us, Lord, to know this much, that whatever you do well. So help us to put our hands in your hands, and give us a good, restful night. In Jesus' name, amen.